Damn. Sawtee's getting licks out here. She's getting rinsed out here. Boy, her so-called friend has got receipts, docs, even went in on Jaden Sancho, the so-called trick. You know, I don't know how it worked out, but she, May Bash May, her name is, as I said before, she was looking to get paid off making the union between Jaden and Sawteeie. But the issue is she didn't get paid, so now she's kicking off. What did one of her tweets say or something? Those balloons you're taking, Jaden, are slowing you down. Oh shit. Dear. I'm not one for gossip, but for me, I'm not even looking at this from the gossip angle. I'm looking at this from the more relationship interaction angle. I mean, listen, Jaden, what are you doing pursuing hoes anyway? Listen, at one point, Jaden Sancho at one point was the hottest thing in football. I'd say about 4 seasons ago when he was at Dortmund. Remember? The hype was all about him, not Bellingham. I was saying Bellingham was a better player. That was me saying that. But I was getting cast out, remember? My football crew will tell you this. There's like, what? I was getting dissed. Now, it's transpired that Bellingham is the man. But hey, side issue. Jaden Sancho was the hottest thing in football at the time. He was the buzz name. Okay? Then he went to Man United. When I seen him play, he seemed decent. He seemed the players there were very mediocre because they've declined. But from what I see, it was in flashes, I could see the potential. But hey, he went there, didn't work out. Then he moved on. I think he moved on to Chelsea on loan. Whatever. He went back to Dortmund actually, did a few things. But then he went to Chelsea on loan, and now he's at Villa. And listen, it's funny because maybe, just maybe, might have to look at the timeline, but maybe his little decline has come at the time he met her. Because boy, man was buzzing, and I know a lot of these footballers do a lot of silliness, like balloons and shit like that. A lot of them have been. He's not the only one. A few of them have been caught out doing that nonsense. So yeah, he's not the only one, but the friend is going in. You know what I mean? And I'm saying this, Jaden, why are you entertaining that? It's many pretty little things like that, pretty women like that running around. So why are you entertaining that particular one and paying that big money? You're Jaden Sancho, you're a big star. Your name has clout. Don't you not know that? And there's reasons behind that. But I mean, look at Mason Greenwood. Yeah, we all know what he did. But the dad of the girl still insisted. Guess what? Keep it together. The dad was still running a little smoke screen to detract people from what really happened. Oh, there was a toxic relationship. The dad even ignored the fact that his own daughter could possibly have been raped, as it were, on the insistence that they stay together so his daughter could get paid and they have financial security and all the other trappings that come with money and success in the footballer millionaire lifestyle. That's how deep it goes. So Jaden, where are you going? Playing this Jancho, this American girl as well. There's distance, but hey, let's sidetrack that. Shouldn't even be using a Maybash May Madam in between to get to get non-breads. My word, could be right, but you shouldn't be. Listen, you shouldn't be going out there using escorts to get P. It doesn't work like that. You're a big man, you're a star. I can go out there and draw top notch. What can you do? I ain't got your money. I ain't got your. And that's why those who listen to one of my previous videos touching on that. That's why sometimes having high game, quotes game, because I know you lot get triggered. Having high game is better than. You know what I mean? In some cases, you're as good as that guy who's got those things. And in many ways, even better. Because in a club environment, she can't, if she doesn't know who Jaden Sancho is, she can't differentiate between you and a Jaden Sancho in the club. So you may have the Ferrari, the Benz, all that kind of stuff, whatever. But that's outside. In the club, she may not know who's who. So when you're macking in the club, when you're macking in the club and you're a don, you stand out more. Make sense? But anyway, back to Sawteeie. Actually, women like that are food and drink for me and for mans like me. Very soon I'll be dropping the nice guy gone bad video, and that breaks it all down. Because yes, like many of you, I learned the hard way. I had to go in the trench. I had to go in the wilderness. I had to go in the wilderness with all the the crocodiles and the monkeys and the lions and the jigaboos and the monkeys like you and the fool people. I had to go out there in the field. And now I've come out, boy, it's like flipping. It's like those shows where they go on the what's that show called when they do all the obstacle course and they come out the end all sweaty and all, you know what I mean? Yeah, them ones. So listen, Sawteeie, just food and drink. I'd meet Sawteeie. What's today? Today's what? Thursday. Sawteeie would be met Monday. Minimum 72 hour window now. 72-hour window now for these kind of women. That particular market. Meet her Tuesday. Here Thursday. Here coming here tonight, love. Them girls there. Listen, nice guy done. Jaden, what are you wasting your time for? You could have hooked her up on. You didn't even need that, madam. Get one of your boys to hit on that from overseas. You know what I mean? Or get one of your boys, one of your boys hit on her on Instagram, whatever it is. Drop a few little beelines, and she would have probably come through. You know what I mean? But hey, let me just get back on track. Yeah, I mean, back to the original video. Yeah. Well, let me just finish this point. A Sawteeie, you simply do this. Them girls there, and she's naughty like that. Bring her naughty things. Now, this is it. You don't touch those things. You don't get involved. You have a link. She comes to your pad. Make that call. Hook her up. She can go in the bathroom, do her little thing. She comes out, she'll be on one, and you give her a beat. Not a beat, sorry. You handle the business. Sorry, because you know what I mean? Let's not forget that TikTok, you know what I mean? Edits these videos. So you handle business, okay? Not a beat, handle business, to be more exact and appropriate. You know what I mean? And these kind of girls there, you know what I mean? Catch them one-on-one, you know what I mean? It's only you and her there. And that's how it rolls. But it seems that, boy, the pimp, the link, obviously he said, you know what? I've got evidence, and dropped it. But the thing is, at the same time, if she is fixing up high net worth clients like that, then maybe other people might be a bit dubious as if to touch her, you know what I mean? Or they'll make sure they pay her. In fact, they'll pay her up front now. They'll pay her up front now. That's what they'll do, you know what I mean? But yeah, I mean, like I said, you know, I know certain girls who flex like that, you know what I mean? And boy, you don't listen. The thing with a Sawteeie is, yeah, you don't even go out with those girls. And they know it. They know themselves they're not relationship material. They know they're there for the one pop and out. So, you know, the funny thing is when you see these girls in their own environment, you know, the girls are loners, staying indoors, having a spliff, doing their thing. These girls, you know what I mean? They're not up to much. All they know is that bit of excitement. So you're their excitement. Jaden is their excitement. You know, yes, Sawteeie's got her own things going on, but apparently she was making more money being a hoe and being a yacht girl than she was making tunes. So it's these little lonesome girls. Them, you're the hype man. You're the excitement. The thing is, where Jaden went wrong is getting attached. Man will put like tattoo on his ear of her name and shit like that. Come on now, man. Come on. She's a John McEnroe. She's a hoe, for goodness sake. You know what I mean? Another thing that this I'm saying, it's not even so much a father figure thing. These youths haven't got someone around them that's got sense, street sense, proper solid, you know, Teach them the ropes. That's what it is. Because a kid could still have a father in his life, but the father may not be clued up like that. There's no one who can preach and bring the noise and bring the message to these youths to have sense. That's why there's so much going on out here. So much stabbings in London going on, you know. And not just here, but overseas. And look at America. You know, that voice of reason is gone now. And why should they stay? You all want to be bad boys. You want to be rude boys. You all want to be gangsters. Here's what you get. You know? But back to Jaden and Saweetie, whatever. My man got his name tattooed on his neck. And the fool was even gonna, man's gonna even like, what did he say? Play football in Dubai and do? No. Jaden Sancho, in a very competitive field of football, was at the top of his profession. And now, in the space of 2-3 seasons, you've gone down to wanting to play in Dubai. That don't even make sense. You know, I think that Sawteeie must have some gold-plated P. You know what I mean? I get it. Listen, I've been with some of the. I've had some very recently astounding freaks, and I get it. But you don't need to jack in your career. If anything, you should be coming to Europe, packing up little yank bags, coming over here and, you know, putting it in, and working for you. Because at the end of the day, you know, you paid for it. So if you paid, that's a good point. You paid for it. So why are you going over there if you paid for it? Why are you giving her the power? Because that's what you're actually doing. You're going over there chasing after her like a lost little puppy, you know, tattoo on your ear and all kind of shenanigans. Why are you giving her the power for? When in reality, you're the man. You have the winning cards here. Make it make sense, you know. Basically, if I was him, I'd just shift the pimp the money and just on the quiet, or do it for a middleman if you have to. Because a little bit, like I said before, is a shame thing that I had to get a pimp C, in this case a pimp May took me up because, you know, I'm lame like that, you know, which I don't think he is. He's not far from it. He can just, when he was in Manchester, he could draw any of those Manchester girls, and yes, they've got girls that look like Sawteeie in Manchester as well. Trust me, there's some fine. You want that light skin market? There's some fine ones up there. Trust me. In fact, holler at me. Yeah, Uncle Bashman, tapped uncle, holler at me. I'll look after you. Give me that 10K, I'll get you a British one. Same thing I said about what's his face, Prince Harry, running around with a Meghan. Holler at me. Give you an English one, Hackney version. If you know, if you really want to buy me one, get you a Handsworth Birmingham one, lowest of the low. Look good, but lowest of the low. But anyway, I'm just playing. No, Saweetie and Jaden Sancho, boy, I don't know, man. This is probably done now because the cat's out the bag. You know what I mean? But yeah, we'll see how that goes anyway. Yeah, and I'll be keeping an eye on things with regards to that. All right, then, take care now. All right, then, later.